out of that. Oh well. I guess but I don't know. I can't see anything than my picture. So I don't know. Live chat. So live chat is on.
We can park here and go to the other side.
What? Susan's here. Hi, Susan. Fish Wizard. Oh, Kimmy Nam. Hello, Kimmy Nam. I can just barely read this. Howard. Hi, Howard. And who's this? I don't know. Punchy Pains. Hello, Punchy Pains. We're trying to get to Horse Creek.
Park there, or we can park across the way.
Oh, you want to? Oh,
right there is Horse Creek.
So park here.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to walk to it, huh?
No, hold on.
All right, we're gonna try to make this happen.
They've got a ramp down here now.
Can you drive down there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, not too far.
No,
I wouldn't go.
I don't think I'd trust this van
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
So let's walk down there.
Okay, we're gonna walk down. All right, we're going to Horse Creek. Why don't you grab a net and a bucket?
Okay.
And
I think the water's too high for us to get much of anything. Right
well,
now.
we'll give it a shot. Meanwhile, I want to try to Fish Wizard change his channel. Oh, Fish Wizard was bikers. Okay, bikers and pythons. Good choice. I like it. I like it. I'm good. No, give me them. Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, but I think it's going to be okay. We're parked now, and we seem to have a solid signal. So this is where we are. Doesn't look like anything, but Horse Creek is right around the bend here. And I don't think I want to drive down this. This is a very dusty road. Oh boy. This is going to be a thrill a minute. Here we are. Horse Creek is one of my favorite collecting spots. I've never been to this particular location, and it looks really awkward, but we'll see if we can get there. I took some ibuprofen this morning so I can walk relatively pain-free. And try not to fall down. Frank's coming up behind me with a net and a bucket. And the water is probably high. We've had a lot of rain, so we were all the creeks are kind of overrun, and it looks like this is going to be like that. Let's see. Hi, Chevy Fish. Chevy Fish is here. Hi, Chevy Fish. I've been meaning to call you. I need to talk with you about some ideas I have for channels and stuff, and computers and whatnot. Here is Horse Creek, and it looks deep, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything here. Goodness sakes. The water level's pretty high. I don't want to get my brand new tennis shoes soaking wet either. So I may just kick them off. Whoosh! About 6 foot deep. So I don't think we're going to be able to do much.
And that's real deep.
Real deep,
Nice.
right? Yeah. A little gambuzi.
Yeah, that's
Let's see if I can read.
we would have been better off staying.
Get back.
You want to?
But I don't know.
It's on the way.
Yeah, we really can't do much here.
We're not. I'm not even getting a signal here anyway.
No, I'm online.
Oh,
Yeah.
little water.
What are you saying?
Little baby.
A water snake?
Yeah.
Can you catch it?
No, it's
Already gone? Hmm.
Lots of caboose here. Maybe we're gonna go to Peace River.
All right, we're gonna get back in the car and go back up to Peace River. That'll give me a chance to read all of your comments. Meanwhile, I'll let you see the path I'm walking on. The path of my life. This is the path of my life. A dusty road. Well, yeah, I think the other spot where I usually go, which is illegal, but it would be as bad as this is. So what's he doing?
I don't know, maybe fixing the fence or something.
Somebody up there parked right in back of us. Looks like he's carrying traps. Goodness sakes. Have I lost you? Are we still here? I think so. This is a chore for my aging body. Whoosh! If I fall down, we go to 1,000,000 views. Hey. I'm almost here. Almost here. We're gonna make it. Oh my word. Okay. We're here. Whew. Glory. Hold on a minute. Let me get in the van. Okay, so we're going to lose contact on and off all the way back. Oh dear. What's Father Fish March? Ugh. Lord. Oh, merch. Father Fish merch. Who's saying that? I've got some merch in process. I'm having a friend of mine, artist, make some Japanese dyed fish shirts with the Father Fish logo on the front and an ink dyed fish print on the back. I should be getting some of them fairly soon. It's gonna be, that's where we just were, right there. Can't see much. I think they're gonna be somewhat expensive, but they should be very, very nice. Other than that, I've got, I just ordered new bumper stickers and stickers. So I'm gonna have a bunch of those. The bumper stickers are really nice. It's Father Fish, an old time fish store. Dwight Foot, Dwight, I put your I put your order in the mail yesterday. And when I get back to the shop, I will enter the transaction number, but hopefully you're going to get it tomorrow. The total soil mix. So all you need to do is add water, pour the mud in, and then pour the sand on top of it. So you've got everything. It should be good to go. Oh, this is funny. I really can't read it very well. How much is shipping on one crayfish? You don't want to know. I don't know. Asking. I think she's asking. Heading down the road. Scintillating view. Alright, what else? Need some purple guppies. I can't read this. It's so tiny. Purple guppies. Can anyone help? I live in Maryland. Oh, that's Lisa.
Maryland?
Yeah, I think I sent Lisa. What did I send her? Something. Guppies?
Or Maryland?
I don't remember. Sent her something 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Would have been with me, so wouldn't go for it,
Gators. Yeah, that's what I sent her. A pair of tequila sunrise. One crayfish is $5 shipping. Yeah, I shipped, somebody ordered one plant, one water spray. I shipped it yesterday. I think I put it in a little to ship it. But I did it. Guess it'll get there tomorrow. Read need some light color guppies. That's Lisa going on about her guppies. I was looking at some pictures of guppies yesterday they were albino pastels. Just really quite pretty. Toronto's here. Hi, Toronto. Fish Terry is here. See your face. Can you see my face now? Out by the text. I mean, it is for me. I don't know what you're seeing. Tell me what you're seeing, because I'm on my phone. I have no idea how this is working. Red plants. Oh, they are wonderful. Yeah, I'll send you some, Lisa. I'm doing, you might want to determine how many you want. I'm doing, the shipping is like 15. So maybe one or two, whatever you think. Lisa talking about her guppies. And Patrick can see my face. Good. Somebody will be gone Tuesday. The 23rd. No shipping. Oh, is this? Who is this? Susan. On the road again. We're going back into Arcadia. gonna go to a little park there where we'll be able to get down to the water a bit. So I don't know. I'm the last couple of times we've done this, it's been kind of a bust. I think the first 2 times it was pretty cool because we're actually doing something. The problem right now is that the water level is so high everywhere we can't get in, and even if we can, everything's in too much water, so it's just kind of hard to find. Oh,
Horse Creek usually has nice showers in it also. So
Mary Page says, really enjoy you talking us along with you. Well, it's sweet. Thank you, Mary Jane. I should have told them to email me. Sorry. Who is this? Oh, Susan. Rainbows. Who's the driver? Frank is the driver. Here's Frank. There he is. Frank and I get together every Wednesday, and we go out to play. We go out to collect. Frank, however, collects every day. He's out doing something every day of the week. I was watching Roe, a video of hers yesterday where she talks about her new 9-to-5 job, going down to the creek, collecting snails and crayfish and the like. Well, that's Frank's 9-to-5. He's out every day all over the countryside getting snakes and turtles and fish and snails and plants, and he brings all that stuff into Father Fish. So we've got a lot of really cool things, in addition to which he finds hardscape, driftwood, skulls of animals. I mean, you name it. It gets kind of wild and crazy sometimes, but it's really a lot of fun. Sam Dam is here. Hi, Sam Dam. Ed is here. And Chevy Fitch says, hi, Frank Driver.
Hi, Chevy Fish.
Frank says, hi, Chevy Fish. Nice, Frank, thanks. Who's that? Patrick. Oh, have you heard? Lee, who's in England, has honorarily knighted me Sir Father. So he refers to me as Sir Father. I think it's Lee, I don't remember his last name, Atwater or something. Oh, there was something else I wanted to mention too. I want to get back to Lee, but this is cool. There's a new channel that within 2 months hit 1,100 subscribers with 7 videos. It's a young man called Fish Boy. Some of you are probably aware of him. Fish Boy. Real high quality video, good content. It just kind of proves the case that if you're doing something and doing it well, it attracts attention. And within 2 months, he's been able to get over 1,000. I think it was like, when I looked, 1,150 or something subscribers, and only has 7 videos up, but they're real quality videos. So look them up, Fish Boy. Haven't seen his face yet. He's one of these guys who doesn't show himself, just shows the tanks that he's discussing. So maybe we'll get to see who he is at some point. Let's see. Let me get to the bottom here. Sir Father. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Yeah, honorary Sir Father, he says. But he sends me, he's done it twice now. He's, instead of sending typed messages, he sends videos. He actually makes videos on his channel to me personally. He's been doing it for his mother for some time, just which I think is just a wonderful gesture and a wonderful tool. This looks cool.
Here or where
Look
it's moving faster.
Well, it's we can't get down to it here, I guess.
We
Let's go look. This looks really nice. We may move again, but this looks pretty cool.
I don't think I'll be able to catch anything here, but I can probably catch stuff on the other side.
All right, this is where we are. We're in a park in Arcadia, Florida, and this is the Peace River. Watch here, and it looks like we can get down to the water. Pretty, isn't it? Look at this. Look at this. Let's see if I can walk down here without falling. This is where I need my extension. My arm's not quite long enough. I'm sure there are snakes in there. And turtles too, probably. This is really nice. Bunch of Spanish moss. Look at this Spanish moss. Who was talking about that? Roe was, I think, the other day. Talking about Spanish moss. Oh, very cool. This is so pretty. I may just sit here and chat with you. There is oh, over there again. There is a way to do this. I need to activate my my extender tool thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab a net.
Let's see. I look this way, we can kind of pick up some of the water. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Yeah, it does look awesome, doesn't it? It's really a pretty spot. So who's this? Aquatic Conquest saying it's raining where he is. And he's harvesting rainwater for his fish tank. Good job. Well, we may find something, Mary Flynn. We'll see. Frank's gonna get down there with the net. Mary Page is saying she found a fish boy. Susan, good. Ed had a birthday. What fish is Frank into? Well, I got him into Elisoma. So he's all excited about that. But he's found a fish that we cannot describe yet. It's a small barbled fish like a catfish. There he goes, going down to the water with his net and his bucket. And for me to get over there, I've got to go over, around, or under this tree that's in front of me. So I may not bother. Let's see. Omni. What's the best dirt to purchase pre-packed from an aquarium placed below the sand? Anything will do. Anything will do. So long as it has nutrients in it. Oh, by the way, I came up with a way to do nutrients in an established tank that has a deep sand bed. and it's really quite simple. Make up the soil, put it in an ice cube tray, preferably the tiny ice cubes, freeze it, and then poke it down in the sand before it thaws. You'll get a little bit of dirt, but it really won't be much. And that should work pretty well. I'm watching a couple of guys. That's a footbridge, and they are painting it. I don't know if you can see. That's kind of far over there.
3/4 of an inch pleco.
A 3/4 of an inch pleco. Cool. Let's see. Oh my God, they're tiny. They're brand new babies. Look at that. Well, there's a little blue line killie.
Bluefin.
Bluefin. Blue line. Yeah, bluefin killie. That's a gambusi. What's this? Another gambusi.
Except for the blue.
Except for the bluefin, which I lost already. Where'd it go? What's this? Is that a...
That's him probably. There's a shrimp. No, that's not. He's right
That's
here.
a gambusi. Yeah.
There's
Can you see that? That's a little tiny. He's not even half an inch long. It's a killifish, a native killie, called a blue line killie.
Bluefin.
I'm sorry, I keep saying that. A blue fin killie. Texas fish. And so jellyfish says we can't see. Probably because it was too tiny. Caught wild sailfin mollies last weekend. Texas fish. Very, very cool. They are. So far they're doing well. So they're breeding within minutes. Yeah, they're a nice fish. They're actually a brackish water fish. And you can convert them pretty easily to saltwater if you have a salt tank.
Mimosa, bluefin. We have Midas and shrimp.
We found Formosa, which is a tiny little live bearer. It's probably one of the world's smallest live bearers. About to lose your bucket. That's Frank's technique. Let's see. Aquatic, I tried sphagnum moss to lower my pH, but within 3 days it returned to original pH due to either general hardness or carbon hardness. Yeah, that's probably true. What you got here?
More bluefins.
What is this?
That is it did move. I thought it was a stick.
It's a little gar.
No, it's not a gar. It's like a
don't
pipe
touch
fish. It's like a pipe fish. What the heck is it?
I don't know. Can you guys see that? Put it back in the net. Actually, we need to put it in the bucket.
Yeah, I need to put it on the white or something. What the heck?
Let's get it in the bucket. Here's it.
No, that's not one. That's a nymph.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Watch it. He's going to jump out.
Yeah, get him in the bucket.
I will. Watch yourself.
You got water?
Yes. Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, neat.
There are two of them.
I wonder what they are. They might be. Oh, yeah. I see them. Are they gar?
No.
Gar are bigger than that as babies.
Well,
look at that. Huh. Well, we found something new. Could you see that, guys? I timed out Texas fish. How did I do that?
I don't want to put anything else in there with him.
Yeah, I hear you. Can I get him back?
I really don't want to put anything in there with him.
Oh, you know why? This
Brain technique works.
Texas fish are not usually there. Texas fish should be back. Over a period of around 3 months, should slowly start to drop to a level that you're happy with. That's the plan. Yeah, Frank's finding some pretty cool stuff. That's really neat.
Another one. One there, and this. Is that a baby Costinus?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Set of blue line.
Yeah, I'm not catching the blue lines, but I'm
Look
keeping
at
these
that.
little Plecostomus.
Yeah,
Plecostomus.
cool.
Boy, they're tiny, and whatever that is. Boy, it looks. There's another Plecostomus up there. That really looks like a pipe fish. That is weird. Could it be a garlo?
No, gar are much bigger when
I've never seen.
they're
a gar
born
that
live too.
small. Never seen a gar that small.
I mean, I guess anything's possible.
They don't look like it though.
No, they don't. We're gonna feed them up, see if we can get them big enough to know
Same with
find out
those.
what they are.
Same with the catfish looking things.
Let's see.
Make sure a gator doesn't sneak up behind your load.
Red Aquatic is introducing red water. That'll work. Oh, you could see it. Good. Chattanooga Head.
A lot of Midas.
The coolest thing you've ever found? Frank, what's the coolest thing you've ever found?
I like the loaches, the eels, and my siren. I like the siren.
Oh, the siren, yeah. Loaches, eels, and siren. Yeah, those are all pretty neat. Is Texas fish back? I think I reactivated them. Huh?
That Asian eel was beautiful.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Then that swamp eel I got, the wood swamp eel was cool.
Apparently Texas fish is back. I hope.
Hey, got a hog choker.
Oh, cool.
Are you still on?
Yep.
See a hog choker?
Yeah, bring it over.
Got a hog choker.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Pretty cool. And that big one is a big female gambusi. And all those little ones are gambusi as well. Not a desirable fish. A good feeder, but otherwise we're declining that call. It said spam risk. So we don't need to know about that.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, sorry, Texas.
There's a Molly. Baby Molly.
Baby Molly. Got him. Flounder. Yeah, it's called a hog choker. It's a small flounder, full grown. They're 4 to 6 inches. They're real tiny. They come up into fresh water to spawn. So you get them this size. And then as they get bigger, they go back out to salt water. Caught the mollies in freshwater near Austin, Texas says. And Aquatic said his phone is ringing. Yeah, if you're watching this on phone, it did, because mine did. This is the first time I've used this phone to do a live broadcast, and it's doing funny things. Let's see, Robert Young planning on coming down to see you and your shop this week. Want to meet you guys. He's coming from Lake City. Well, it'd be great to have you. We're there 10 to 4 every day but Wednesday. Aquatic Conquest is being a smartass. Aquatic Contest. Oh, he's talking about his water.
Got some kind of shiner there.
You got a shiner? Cool.
Some kind, very pretty.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Hold on. I recognize the blue.
Mary Flynn says mine was an awesome tip. Don't know what she's referring to. So we got a shiner. Oh, look
Some
at that.
kind. Can you make out the blue in it?
Yeah, I see the blue.
It's got a long.
Oh, that's gorgeous. You know what it looks like?
Mm-mm.
It looks like a blue
but
fin.
it's not.
Yeah. I bet it's got green highlights.
Yeah.
It could
Very
be a
iridescent.
bluefin. It could be
No,
some
it's
kind of
iridescent.
morph.
Look at it.
Oh yeah.
And the face is different. It's not
Wow.
a killy face.
Pretty.
It is. It's cool.
Pretty.
It's got a forked tail too.
How about that?
See a forked tail?
Yeah, I do. Nice.
That is cool. I'm gonna let it go.
Now put it back in here. We can
Okay.
keep it. We'll try to keep it.
Actually caught him on the other side, on the river side.
Oh, Chad said I found 3 daisy rice in my dragon puffer tank. And he says they're super fast. Oh, the tip on the ice cubes, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I found that on Barr's website, I think. I was looking up trying to get some idea of his attitude towards something. I don't even remember what. Oh, worm casings. And I scrolled down to the bottom and it had this tip on freezing soil as an to be able to get it in your tank after it's set up. So Chat's leaving. See ya, Chat. Have you been collecting in Virginia? They live near Virginia Beach. You know, I did some collecting across the bay from you in Cherryton some years ago. I was astounded at the tremendous variety that I was able to catch. We're in a little, I guess it was a county or a state park over there. It was pretty cool. Rattletrap. Hi, Rattletrap. I'm doing well, thank you. We're out in the field today, and this is where we are. This is the Peace River.
This is where it's small.
Peace River. This is where it narrows. Peace River is a big, wide river, but it narrows down here. Pretty, isn't it?
Much larger where I live.
As it gets closer to the Gulf, it gets wider. Wider and wider. It's like a mile wide when you get down close to the mouth. Rattle trap. Yeah, that's not far from you. Can you grow a carpet of Monte Carlo or dwarf hairgrass with a dirted tank? Yes, you can. There are a couple of tricks to doing it. Wallstead suggests doing it immersed, setting up the tank with a mud bottom, a dirt bottom, uh, putting the plants in, covering it with saran wrap and no water. I'll just keep the dirt wet and it'll grow more quickly that way. That's one way to do it. And then once it gets established, you can put water in the tank, and it'll sustain itself. Another way to do it is with CO2, and the way to do it with CO2 is to buy little bottles of carbonated water, and you put a cup of carbonated water to 25 gallons of tank water every other day, and it will add enough CO2 to be able to support and and to help those low-growing plants to thrive. Another thing that helps is LEDs. The LED light is a straight beam and it pierces to the bottom. So you get more light with LED than you do with T5. And Frank's saying, Lou, we found something. What'd you find?
Getting close to the answer. That little tiny catfish thing.
Yeah.
I found a bigger one.
Oh, cool.
Not much bigger, but look at them. See the lines on them, the stripes? Don't hold them over the water. Hold on. You're pointing at me, not at him. Pointing at him.
Wow.
There's a big spider in here, so watch. Pretty cool.
That really is. Huh.
Don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's neat. It's pretty. It's got bars on it.
Yeah, barbels on it with a lot of shrimp in there.
Yeah, the DIY CO2 is much cheaper. Another way to do it, you can buy a tank, or if you have a tank, and go to a welding shop and get oxygen. You get your little tank filled, and then float bottles like plastic bottles upside down. You have to frame them in so that they go up and down, and you can fill that with air, and it'll gradually dissolve out. Oceans, the fish shop in San Francisco uses that system. They obviously developed it. Pretty cool and pretty effective. The bottled CO2, when you buy it, don't buy a big gallon of it or 2 liter. Buy it in small bottles. That way it'll hold the oxygen in the water for a day or a couple of days until you get to use it all. Seem like non-LED lights grow algae better. Yeah, I think that's right. My favorite plants. Wow. Well, the Aponogeitans. I like all of the Aponogeitans. All the bulb plants. I think they're really cool, unusual. And you can get them to grow like weeds. It's amazing. Chevy Fish is talking about the CO2 system at Oceans. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mung Queen.
No, I'm starting to think they might be gar.
They're awful tiny. I was thinking gar are live bear, but they're not. They lay eggs,
Yeah.
and they probably are tiny enough.
I'm thinking there's.
You got another one?
Yeah. Got another one of those catfish things too.
I bet they are gar.
I think they are. I have caught them before now that I think about it.
I've caught them bigger. Never caught them that tiny.
I don't know if
I've
it's
caught them like a couple of inches. Yeah, that's a very cool catfish.
I don't know what type
Let me
of catfish.
see.
they are. Oh,
Let's
sorry.
look at the gar again.
I think
Yeah, I would say so.
it's
That's
got
a
the
little
tail of a
bigger.
gar.
Is that a Formosa?
Yeah,
Yeah, big female. Yep, yep.
I think it is. It's
Neat.
got gar tail.
Very cool. Well, we can get them up a little bigger. They'll be a really good tank fish.
Y'all, they're wonderful.
That's cool.
Wonderful.
Chevy Fish said possibly half beak. I don't think we have
We don't
half
have
beaks
half-beaks down here.
down here, but that's a good guess. The planted tanks need aeration at night, no more than during the day. The plants, if anything, compensate for it. Seemed like, yeah, we did that. Rohan J. The planted tanks need aeration at night.
There's another one.
Chubb says, I think having a sponge filter running brings some CO2 in the tank. Well, it does. It does. Carbon dioxide.
There's another fish I can't make out. He's on the shrimp. Right there.
That's an Elisoma.
No.
You
I thought-
sure?
Yeah, it's one of those catfish.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
I caught some years ago, and I was sure they were Elisoma until they got a little bigger,
What
and
were
they turned into catfish.
Oh, that's what
But they look like it.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Those things have color and everything.
Yeah.
What the heck? What type of catfish do you recall what it turned into?
Gill bullhead.
Oh, really? That's what these are, you think?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they had stripes and patterns and color.
Well, a lot of baby fish
yeah.
have markings to camouflage them.
Sure. Makes sense. Well, I don't want bullheads, but
I don't know how we're doing time-wise here. 37:38. Oh, okay. Good catches. Yes, he's doing really well, isn't he?
There's another hog choker.
Somebody's asking me to be more active on Instagram. I'm gonna have to look into it, Kim. I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm not on. I don't even know if I'm on Instagram. Somebody put me on all of the
okay.
social platforms some years ago, and most of them I haven't gotten back to. I will look into it and see if I can do it. I know I need to be more active on the platforms. I did make a decision. I heard from Tommy Denda. He's got the introduction and first chapter finished of the book written by the Dutch gardener on maintaining aquariums, publication date 1858. I'm going to read the chapters and try to do it somewhat humorously to make it interesting, but I'm going to do it on Patreon. I've got half a dozen people supporting me on Patreon of doing nothing for them. I need to do something for them and encourage others to join in. So hopefully within a week I'll be able to to get that started. Do we catch darters? Yes, we do catch darters. Could very easily catch one here. There are darters all over. Chutz just picked up 4 autos with plant trimming from his local fish store. Cool. What is this? Chevy. Oh, posted something of
These ought to be catching the darters.
on my Facebook. Pardon?
These are catching the darters up in
Yeah, the darters. Well, the darters in Tennessee are pretty too. Yeah, Roe has some.
Tennessee is probably the prettiest that we have.
Well, around the Ozarks,
Chevy is posting links to Facebook and Patreon. Thank you. Rohan, send your Instagram. Well, I guess I need to go to Instagram. You have, Kim is saying I have it and he follows me. What's on it? I don't think I put anything on it. I guess I better. Instagram. Sharon Miller is here. What do I think about box filters? I like them. I've kind of gotten away from them because the sponge filter, it's really taken its place for me. The box filter is a more controlled, contained kind of thing. I still have a bunch of them. I sell a few. I've got antique sorts of stuff like that. Metal frame tanks, all of that kind of stuff. Let's see, Frank's going back over the other way. He's got a bunch of stuff here. Let me see if I can do this without dumping it. This is what Frank's been catching. Boy, you know, they look like pencil fish or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus catfish, 6. He's got 6 of those little things. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's a 14-watt LED at the end of a 55 Corelli to grow Anubias. 14 watts ain't much. 14, well, that'd be 28 to grow Anubias. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that'll work. Crystal's Pets and Plants says hello. Hi, Crystal. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Mr. Father Fish says, see million. Thank you. Absolutely am. I'm couple picture. It's a nice platform just for pictures. Yeah, oh, I see. Thank you. Letter on my Instagram bio. As you inspired me to start aquarium hobby again. I did read that letter. It was very kind of you, Kimmy, and really nicely done. In fact, I think I pinned it to one of my videos. I was just real impressed with your letter. Rohan says they were growing great with indirect sunlight, but closed the door during the day because it's getting way too hot. I see. Well, they're low light plants, so yeah, they should do fine. That should work. Kimmy Nim is sending hearts to Crystal. Any quarries in the past? I have a lot of cories. Right now I've got about 100 pandas. I'm trying to find the pygmaeus. They're just, they're wild caught and nothing's coming in right now, so it's kind of hard to get. Brisbane. It's Ileana from Brisbane. Hi, Ileana. Oh, Kim is sending the hearts to me. Thank you, Kim. That's very sweet. Triple salt for the main medicine I use. Yeah, actually it is. And I use it very sparingly. I probably don't use it once a month with all my hundreds of tanks. So I'm real sparing about any kind of medication. And it doesn't always work. I had recently a sailfin shark, which is a goby, that was about 6 inches long, and it developed tail rot. And I treated it and could not control it. I controlled it initially when it was a spot, and then when it got into the tail, just couldn't stop it and lost the fish. I used it about 2 months ago when I was having an angel problem. My angels, a lot of them were getting the same thing, a tail rot or a fin rot. And I used it. In that case, it worked pretty well. Got to go over to your Get Gills and see what you have. I'm still looking for Autosynclus, Mary says. I will try to get some and post them. I know I've got them. Oh, cories in the lake. No, cories are all South American. They're not in Florida. What do I think about salt dipping a fish before introducing them? I think you need a reason to do it. If it's got parasites, that's a good reason to do it. If it is suffering from dropsy, maybe, that's a good reason to do it. I would not do it prophylactically because it does create stress for the animal. But if there's justification, then by all means. Against the Flow is wishing everyone a great day. And we wish one to you too, Against the Flow. Salt is good for fish. I've stopped avoiding a no salt diet. Oh dear. I see. Gonna feed yourself a fish diet. Never know what you have hiding in all those beautiful plants in your tank at the shop. I know, it's true. And I find stuff that I don't remember putting in the tanks. And that happens fairly routinely. Anything about breeding Oranda's goldfish? I know, well, let's see. The ones I have now are not old enough. They have to be 2 years old to spawn. And they will breed kind of automatically. If you have something floating in the tank, water hyacinth is particularly good, or any kind of a floating mop. If they're 2 years old in the spring, they will lay eggs. Will you cap Eco Complete with sand or leave it alone? I cap it always. I always cap Eco Complete, or I always recommend it. I don't use it. I've had it come in and I've used it, and I cap it. It contains nutrients, and the whole principle is to keep nutrients down in the substrate and not in the water column. So following that principle, you cap it in order to keep it in the substrate. Thinking of capping my Eco Complete. Yeah, you'll see a big difference. For one thing, it will become anaerobic, and as such, it'll begin breaking down waste. and that'll provide more nutrition for your plants. So yeah, you want to do that. We've lost Frank. I wonder if he drowned. Hey, Frank is still alive? Just wait, making sure you're okay. He's got 5 hog chokers. The boy has gone nuts over there. 20 gar, wow. This gar thing is going to be fun. Caleb Colonna says I've had better luck with Eco Complete cap with sand than just Eco Complete or just sand. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. Celiendo thinks Frank drowned. No, he was just talking to me. He's okay. He's just catching stuff. I can't see him. He's hiding. He's behind the bushes. I don't know why he didn't go out here where we can see him. Come on over here and play in the water, Frank, where we can watch you. He doesn't have a bucket. Do you have a bucket? He ain't got a bucket. Hey, Frank, come on over here. Okay, he says. Maybe he will and maybe he won't. One thing I've noticed about Frank is that he takes a very long time to do most anything. And it's not because he's lazy or indolent or slow even. It's because he is insanely meticulous. Insanely meticulous. Never seen anything quite like it. I tell him he's an artist. Against the flow, my dirted tank with cap is my favorite so far. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty here. No lifeguard on duty. Caleb, I have dirt at the bottom of all mine. Seems like the middle layer of Eco Complete acts as a sponge. Better than just a deep sand bed. Still need to do more testing. Well, I think that's true. I use a lot of peat moss for that purpose. Caleb says, oh, well, I suddenly feel a deep kinship with this gentleman. Well, he's talking about setting up his tanks the way I set them up. Majestic beard in the wild. Hope you're doing good, Father Fish. Says water barn. Oh, water barn. Hello, hello. It's a 15-liter nano, too small for the deep sand substrate. No, so long as you have an inch of water, it'll be fine. You only need 1 inch of water to keep fish alive. Whereas you need at least 4 inches of substrate.
Elasoma.
Elasoma, right. Elasoma live in less than an inch of water.
And they're beautiful.
I got them in tanks that are a foot deep, and they're not thrilled with that. We catch them in the shallows right up on the shoreline. What you got?
One of those red worms? Is that it? No, never mind. I thought it was one of those red worms. It's not.
Nothing else in there. Let's see. He's got shrimp with eggs. That's nice. And a bunch of guys. Yeah, look how they are hanging at the top.
Yeah.
And one of them is dead at the bottom.
No, is it?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like it. What do you think? No, he's not. He's moving. Cool. They're really neat.
They are. Here's another one. They're so using a mess.
Look at that. Yeah, that this is the same thing that you ran into with those darters.
Oh,
You've hit a
a hog
hatching.
choker. I didn't even know was in there. I got one hog choker.
Oh yeah, look at that. You ran into a hatching.
Yeah, with the
with the gar, and you're right
loach?
with the loach. Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep.
why I got those little tiny ones,
Right, right.
and why you couldn't find them when you went back.
Sure. That makes sense. You got pretty little bluegills.
What is that?
Just a little bluegill sometime.
Oh, okay. We're doing time wise here. 54:37. We got about 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of. Oh crap! Some people are going over there, but I want to go right there.
How about right here? Chopped raw shrimp with spinach together to feed my guppies. Yeah, it sounds good to me. I'd eat that. Definitely understand Frank's intense meticulousness. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Caleb Kaluna. Oh, is it? What food do I feed these caught fish? Well, that's a good question. We're going to have to hatch brine shrimp for these little gar, because they're going to want live food. So I need to get the grind. I just bought 10 pounds of black, so we'll feed a lot of that. Somebody's on the phone. Shall I answer it? The clock that I have behind me on the live streams doesn't work. So I've got somebody coming over tomorrow from the clock gallery to check it and see if they can get it working. So hopefully we'll get it working. What type of shrimp did you catch? These are grass shrimp. Doobie-doo. Well, pretty neat. We're having fun here. This is good. I've not moved off this spot, but I'm kind of feeble anyway. I'm having trouble with my hips moving around much. Such a pretty spot. Frank's down there catching stuff, putting it in his cup. That's a walking bridge. Peace River. Most rivers are really very peaceful, and this is certainly, well, aptly named. Let's see if I can get comments back here, get the chat back. Here we go. Don't hear the birds, I know. Are pond snails necessary in a dirted tank? I would never put pond snails in any tank. They're voracious plant eaters. So no, they're not necessary. They're not helpful. They're not a good thing to have. I do like mystery snails. I especially like nerite snails, and I like Malaysian trumpet snails. That kind of lets it out for snails. Most of the rest of them, you can keep. What you got there?
Just a couple more of those shiners.
Oh, look at that.
3
Yeah,
shiners.
I see them. Pretty cool. Wonder what they are.
Don't need
There's another one hopping around.
Should be 3 of them in here.
Huh.
Yeah, there's 2 of them right there. There's one. Oh, that's a line. No, that's not a line sider. That's one of those minnows that. He's not gonna make it.
That's a molly on your index
Yeah,
finger.
thing. I don't want him. Do you?
Yeah, sure. You know. So long as it's not a gambusi. Will a 6-inch layer of sand help me prevent beard and hair algae in the long run? Yes, it absolutely will. What do you think about pathos on the hang-on back filter? I think it's very pretty. It's decorative. It does a nice job of absorbing nutrients from the water column. I think it's a really good idea, and I like it a lot. My cat won't let me have pothos. Yeah, I know about that.
Poisonous. Poison the cats and dogs.
Let's see. Caleb personally disagrees with something. Pothos, maybe. I have 2 varieties of pond snails in most of my tanks, and the big clutches of babies can do some mild damage, but they're a nice cleanup crew. 2 varieties. We may be talking about 2 different kinds of snails. The little round pea snail, the softer shelled pond snail, I've found is a pretty voracious plant eater, but you may very well have something else. Or maybe you just have snails that you've trained to not eat plants. As in the snail guru. Caleb, huh?
7 chokers. That one's
Another
on
choker.
Sand. Yeah, he's on sand. You can tell. Look at the color of him.
Oh yeah, right. All right, we're over our time here. So little pond snails eat cory eggs. That put them on my bad side. Says against the flow. Caleb, this kind of raises an interesting point, and I guess it would be a good one to leave this conversation with. There are as many different ways of doing what we're doing as there are people doing it. My concern, and the reason I push the deep sand bed as hard as I do, is to encourage the new hobbyist to get a good, strong, solid start that they're going to be able to maintain for a long period of time. I absolutely hate it when someone comes into my shop and they've got a bunch of gravel in their tank, they're overfeeding their fish, they have no live plants, they've got fish that don't belong together, and they wonder why they're having problems. So I try to teach principles, particularly in setting up a tank, that make it possible to be successful from day one. That's not to say you can't keep gravel in your tank. If you know how to keep fish alive, you know how to maintain a healthy tank, then sure you can. You can keep bullets in there, or you can keep anything you want in there if you know how to maintain it. Tragically, too many beginners don't. And so really my entire effort is focused on the beginner, the startup, the person who's just getting fish in for the first time. And frankly, that's why I have a pet shop, to help new people get started in a way that's going to be fun for them, successful. Yeah, connecting. I'm live. Welcome to live chat. Is there a live food that can be effectively grown in a small apartment? The easiest one is brine shrimp. Real easy to grow. All you need is a jar, just a two quart jar, and you can grow all the brine shrimp you can feed. Bladder snails. Do you know what a bladder snail
I
is?
do know.
Lee, oh, hi Lee. Sue and I stayed up late to watch you live. So happy to see you. I was talking about you earlier. I hope that that you've been on and you were able to catch it. Nice to see you. Lee is the gentleman in England who is honorarily knighted me Sir Father. So for which I am deeply honored and gratified and thankful and thoroughly bemused. Great fun. Thank you, Lee. Good to have you with us. Yeah, conical, trumpet snails are conical, right? Feed my black skirt catchers with mosquito larvae, right? Nice. All right, we're done here, guys. Thank you so much for plugging in. It's been fun. I'll see you Sunday. I should be getting another video out this week. I want to work on that. And I'm going to see if I can't get started on this Tommy Denda project. And doing readings, dramatic readings, if you will, of fish tank stuff. Thank you so much. Caleb, good to be with you. Good to be with all of you. God bless you. Do I collect what? Sand from the river. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. You betcha. God bless. Thank you. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Whoa, what is that?
Some type of catfish with stripes.
Oh, that is so cool. 4, 3, 2. Goodbye, guys.
Catfish with stripes.
All right, how do I?
I'm afraid if we put it in your swamp tank, it's going to eat everything in there.